What is up, guys? Coming back to you with another video. I had a request on my last one to do a demonstration of starting this truck up. They actually wanted me to demonstrate starting the carbureted trucks that I had, but this one is currently the only one running right now. K10 does not have an engine in it. It's in there on the stand. That is the big block. So I'm going to do this truck, and I'm going to walk up to the barn, and we're going to roll it. Old Toothman or John Deere out, and we're going to do it too. He said he'd like to see that, and I'm going to do that for him. And I'll kind of walk over what to do on the 630 up there, the propane tractor. We'll look at that when we get up there. But I'll fire it up in a later video whenever I get a battery for it. But just a little demonstration video on the process of starting this truck up. That's what he wanted to see. It's what I'm going to give him. So this truck has got custom ignition. Well, I guess you could say custom. Probably shade tree mechanic ignition, to be honest, but it's got a toggle switch wired in right here. You flip it up, you got spark, and that kills the spark, which kills the engine. But you can still kill the engine from cutting the key off. You cannot start it with the switch down though, it'll just sit there and crank. But either way, let's see what it'll do. It should fire right up. I had it running yesterday, so it probably ain't gonna be too dramatic. I don't know, it is kind of cool, and it did rain, so we'll see. We'll see what it does. Ignition on, to turn the key on. We'll give her about 3 pumps. This is pretty good about starting. I'm probably fixing to eat my foot, but 3 pumps. Kind of give it partial throttle where to catch itself when it does start, and we'll see what it does. Sit there and feather it for a minute until it gets some heat in it, and then it'll idle it on its own. That's where you get that cold nature turning from. You take your foot off the gas, it's just gonna die. Like that. But that's no problem. Just a little bit more throttle and fire it back up. Hold it there for a minute, kind of vary the RPMs, kind of work some heat into the cylinders. Obviously, it wouldn't have died when I let off the throttle. Don't have a tack in here yet. I've got one in there I got to put on it, but most part, everything in here works. Obviously, for the oil pressure gauge and the battery and temps all right here. Fuel gauge kind of works. Quarter tank isn't empty. Found that out the hard way. Speedometer works. About 10-15 mile an hour off though. She'll idle now. there's that one. Go in there and shut it off, and we'll go up here so we can get this old John Deere fired up. Flip this switch down and kill it. Just like that. And put it back in gear like that does anything, because the drive shaft is not in it. But that's beside the point. Let's go up here to the barn. I'll get back with you in a minute. Alright, we're back up here at the barn. I'm going to roll this tractor out of here. And if my luck goes like it usually does, I'm going to get it rolled out here in the mud and slop. And the battery's going to be dead on it. But it should start up, hopefully. If not, I'll go down there and get a jump box. But give me just a minute, we'll roll it out of here. And for anybody's best interest, don't try this by yourself. But I'm going to try it by myself, because I'm up here by myself. A little dirty from sitting in the barn, but there it is in the daylight. (1953) Model 50 John Deere. Get you off this tripod here, and we'll go through a little process of what to do to get it started. So it's pretty simple to operate. You got your button right there. It's got a rod running down to the starter, which you crank it over. The fuel bowl up under here with fuel shut off valve right there. You open that up, and then it'll grab you to feed down to the carburetor. It's got a 2-barrel carburetor on it. Choke, throttle, which is this little lever up here on top, and then you've got ignition switch there on the dash. But I'm gonna put you back on the tripod, and we'll see if it'll fire up. I need a bat. clutch. I love it. It wasn't so muddy out, but go for a little drive. We'll save that for a sunny and dry day. Oh, I didn't think it'd stay down there long. It usually never does. Anyway, there's your cold start on that old 2-cylinder John Deere Model 50. And to cut it off, well, it ain't how you gotta cut it off, but we run the gas out of the carburetor because the carburetor on this one leaks a little bit. I was gonna try to film that cutting off because it usually puts on a little fire show, but it didn't today. Oh well. Anyways, let's go over and see what the 630 looks like. So this is my 630 LP, which is a propane tractor. It's 1959. Bought it off my uncle. I really like this tractor because it's got a unique sound to it to me. I'm not going to start it today. Like I said, it ain't got a battery in it, but I'll put a sound clip in of it running. And what we're going to do today is I'm just going to go over the process of starting this tractor up. There's nothing really to it. It's pretty much just flipping a switch and hitting a button. Big old chrome stack on that. That thing right there makes a noise. But there's your propane tank. This tractor's got a 3-point on it. It's missing the top link. But squeeze in here. Oh, hang on. Let's see if I come back. I'm gonna put a flashlight on this. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. A bunch of birds been nesting in it, looks like. Barn life. Well, yeah, there's your ignition switch right there. You flip that switch over, and then you got your starter button right here. It's got 2 knobs up here. One is vapor and one is liquid. Yeah, just the liquid side, if you can see that. And that side is vapor. I'm not 100% sure. Whenever I got it off of him, he said they were where they needed to be and not to mess with them. But I think you're supposed to start them on liquid and switch them to vapor. Vice versa, I don't know. Anybody sees this video can let it know in the comments of how it's supposed to be started up. You're supposed to start it up on one and switch it to the other one. But I haven't messed with them because he told me not to. He said they're where they needed to be. I mean, it's just, we don't use it. It's just a little show tractor. Well, not a show quality tractor, but I mean, we take it to shows and stuff, and people like how it sounds, like I like how it sounds. It really does have a distinct sound, I think, compared to the rest of them that I've heard. But that is that. I'll get a battery in here one day and we'll fire it up and go for a ride on it when the weather is a little bit more better. Like I said, I'll put a video clip of it in here running. I've got one somewhere. You don't see many propane tractors around here anymore. I need to get it started and get that tire aired up. We'll do that another day. But there it is. There's that 630 LP. I was going to start it today, but it's so damn mushy and muddy out here. I don't feel like trekking through it, and we just won't mess with that today. We'll wait till it dries up some, and I'll throw a battery in it and fire it up. But it's got a choke. It's got a choke on it too. Got the lever in the dash right there. But 9 times out of 10, you don't need it. This tractor usually it'll whip right over, and on the second time it'll hit off. It's been pretty good about starting. Of course, if I put a battery in it today and was go to try that, it would probably crank over a little bit because it has been sitting for a while. But yeah, anyway. And that's Dad's tractor. 1958 720 diesel 2-cylinder tractor. It's got a really neat sound to it starting up. It's got a electric start. Bunch of them pony motor tractors. This one's electric start. And you'll flip the switch on it. and push the throttle lever up to hit the kill switch, or disengage the kill switch, and then you'll hit this pedal right here, which is a decompression pedal, and you'll spin it over a couple of times and let off of that, and then it'll fire up. It's pretty cool. It's got a good sound to it too. The only one with a muffler on it though. So it's relatively quiet. It's got that big 720 diesel knock to it, but that ain't nothing wrong with it. It runs pretty good. It's a pretty good stout tractor. We use it to rake hay a couple times. He's got it tied to a grain bin right now. But that's that. We'll get these out one day. Tractor shows start rolling around here in summertime. We'll get them out. Do a little bit of tractor pulling that 40-20 down there. Probably hook that 720 up some. But yeah, that's it. If y'all got any more requests on what you want to see, just let me know. Leave them down in the comments. And if you're new to the channel and you're just now stumbling across it, I've got plenty of videos on here and plenty more to come if y'all want to check them out. And yeah, just leave a like, comment, let me know what you want to see. Like, don't like something, let me know. And oh yeah, and subscribe. And thank you, and y'all have a good day.